Hi guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to show you how I do my makeup for photos, for taking pictures, for photo shoot, or to go to any party where you're going to be taking a lot of pictures. I'm not going to waste a lot of time because there's a lot to do, and yeah, so let's just get into the video. So I'm going to start off by using my Bobbi Brown Vitamin enriched face base. I very rarely do heavy makeup. If you've been watching me for a while, you know, and I love to eliminate a lot of steps when it comes to makeup because I'm like, if I don't need that, I'm not going to do it. And that if you have good skin, your makeup is going to turn out amazing, irrespective of the products you use, irrespective of how expensive they are. Your makeup is not going to look good if your skin is not good. I don't mean if you have a lot of pimples, because if you have acne and pimples, your makeup can still look amazing. If you've done your proper skincare routine and you take care of your skin, then nothing really matters, because if your skincare is good, if your skin is like hydrated and all, your makeup is going to turn out flawless irrespective of anything. Primer. I'm going to use my Too Faced Hangover Primer, and I love this primer. I have dry and sensitive skin and this works perfect for me. As you can see, I've done my brows, which is why I'm being very careful. I love this natural fluffy brows. Wait, do I do face first or do I do skin? I first do my base and then move to my eyes and then come back and do my concealer and bronzer and contour and all that, because I love to start off with a clean canvas. But I feel like I'm gonna finish my eyes first and then come back to my face. So for this, I'm so sorry, I keep forgetting. I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and this is in the shade Light Neutral. Now I'm gonna move on to my eyeshadow palette. That I'm gonna use is the Huda Beauty I was gonna say Random Nuance. Where the hell did that come from? I mixed up modern, renaissance and rose gold into whatever. I can't even take myself seriously. Yeah, so I'm gonna use sandalwood. I'm gonna put that in my crease. So I make sure I go a little above the crease. I'm just gonna put a little more to make my eyes look a little warm. And if you like your makeup more cool tone, then you can use cool toned light brown or something. And now I'm gonna move on to the lid area of it. So I'm gonna use this NYX Jumbo eye pencil, and it's in the shade black, and I'm gonna put it right above my lash line. So I'm not gonna put it towards the inner corner, I'm just gonna put it towards the outer corner and smoke it out. So once I'm done with that, I'm going to use another brush, rounded liner brush. Take henna from the same palette and smoke it out towards the inner corner. Next, I'm going to use the same brush and like dust off the excess, and I'm going to go back into the sandalwood that I used earlier on my crease and smoke it out on the lower lash line. You can't really see it, but it gives this very light shadow and I love how that looks. Oh, all these brushes that I'm using are from Vanity Planet, except for the first one that I used, which was this, and this is from Luxie. Yeah, so I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna go ahead with the shade Bay from the same palette, and I'm gonna put it on my lid above the shadows that I already put. So like right here. Going back with the Luxie brush and I'm just blending everything out. Then again, I'm going to take the brush that I used before, red brick shade, and I'm going to go back with it. Next, I'm going to take some black shadow. I'm not going to take the jumbo pencil that I used. I'm taking some black shadow on this angled brush, which is again from Vanity Planet. This is the same brush that I used for my brows and the same brush that I used to smoke out the jumbo pencil. Dipping it in black truffle from the same palette. I'm finally done with my eye makeup. It looks very in your face now, but then I swear it'll get better. So for my face, I'm gonna start off with my foundation, and I'm using the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. Okay, so before I start, I want to tell you that when we think about taking pictures and a photo shoot and all, we feel like we need a lot of foundation and we need the highest coverage that we have, maximum coverage, maximum whatever, everything needs to be like high. But no, that's not the case. At least for me, that's not the case. Even though I do have acne, I know I don't have as much as a lot of people. But all I'm gonna say is you don't need a full coverage foundation that can make your skin look cakey after you put a lot more product on it. So I use this because I love this foundation. I'm not using much, which is why I wouldn't mind using this. But if I didn't have this foundation, then I'd end up using the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation, which is extremely sheer, extremely lightweight. I'm gonna use this foundation. It's a medium. I'm taking one pump of it. Another thing, a lot of you might not like this, but I'm using a sponge and this is a dry sponge. It's not wet. I'm not going to use a lot of foundation, and I feel like because your beauty blender soaks in a lot of product, you don't really get what you want when you use a damp foundation. So I used my finger and I used up all the foundation. Now I'm taking this blender and I'm gonna blend the foundation on my face. who wants to cover acne, pimples, whatever, I would suggest you use a pot concealer. These are my two favorite concealers. If you've been watching me for 3 years now, you know how much I love this concealer, and it has a huge dent in it. You can see it's like hardly there. So that's why I love this concealer. Even though it's expensive, it goes on for so long. Other favorite concealer, these aren't lighter than my skin tone. I like using a pot concealer for spot concealing, and this one for your under eyes and all. If you know me, you know I don't care about concealing my pimples and all. Since this is makeup for a picture and all, I'm sure you want to look flawless. So yeah, I'm just gonna use this, take it on my finger and dab it wherever required. Yeah, I honestly didn't think I needed it anywhere. I just put it where I had it. I still don't care. I feel like when I did this look for the makeup shoot that I had a huge pimple on both the sides, so I used that. Now they're gone. I don't know how. You can still see a mark over here, but that one and this one, they were huge. They were humongous. So I used that for that, nothing else. And for concealer also, I don't think you need to use a super full coverage concealer. This is not full coverage, it's like a medium to full coverage, so you can build it up, but I prefer not doing anything. I don't like caking a lot of product on my face, especially when I know that I'm gonna be taking pictures. So I like to keep it very minimal, very. I don't like baking. I feel like it makes your skin look extremely crusty, like cakey and all. Oh my freaking god. Look at my Kat Von D palette. It's dilapidated. I need to get another palette. Okay, so I usually use Kat Von D translucent powder for this, and I just take a little and put it right where I crease. This shade, this middle shade, put it right under my crease. So that's where I crease a lot, but if you feel like you crease on your smile lines, then you can just put a little there, and if you feel like you crease here or between your brows, just do that. I'm telling you, you don't need to bake. You don't need to put on powder and then sit for like half an hour doing nothing, or doing the rest of your makeup waiting for it to bake. Like, just don't do that. It makes your makeup look very heavy, and if you want to do it and if it works for you, then, but it's not for me. So I'm gonna use my Fenty Beauty Match Stick in the shade Mocha. I would use cream contour because I feel like it just blends in your skin. So I would prefer cream and then powder over it. But if you just want to go with powder, then you can do that. So this is my cheekbone, and when people contour right at their cheekbone, it can droop down. It can look like your cheekbone is lower than it actually is. So since this is my cheekbone, I like to use it a little higher so that even if it droops down, it's right there and it's not going further down. I'm not using much. Please don't think that if you have to take pictures or going out and all, you need a lot. You really don't need a lot. Yeah. For this, I'm going to use my foundation brush that I always use. Where the hell did it go? Okay, I'ma be back. Let me go get my foundation brush. You know you contoured well when your hairline ends up looking like this. Contouring, I'm gonna go back into the Shade and Light palette, and got it. So I'm gonna take this angled contour brush. I'm gonna take this lightest brown shade that I have, very little of it, Don't take a lot. Honestly, just to like set the Fenty Beauty Matte stick that we used. So as you can see, we are using a lot of products, but we are not using a lot of the product. Now I'm gonna go in with the same brush that I used to contour. This is the Laura Geller bronzer in the shade Matte Sunset Bronze, and I'm just gonna dab it in twice and put it all over my face, like literally just swiping it across. Don't put it on these areas, but like the jaw and the forehead, like just swipe it, and it gives a very natural warm tone to your face. Yeah, now I'm going to move on to blush. If you know me, you know I'm not a blush person, but I feel like this is probably one product that you need like more than you would usually put if you want it for pictures. When you take pictures, your face can look kind of washed out, and I like going upwards. I don't just like putting it on the apples of my cheek. I like dragging it along the cheekbone. Take some, put it on your nose, put it on your chin. You can go in with a little more. I'm not used to blush, so like this is a lot for me, but for your blush to show up on camera, you need to use a little more, and I really don't care about the blush showing up, so I'm not going to. I forgot to tell you, I don't use lashes for this look. I just don't have the patience to put them on. Okay, so I got my lash color. I got my lash color, and I'm gonna curl my lashes. Now I'm using the Lash Sensational Maybelline mascara. This is a very nice mascara. I love this mascara. I used to use the Lash Sensational mascara, but that was not waterproof, and this is waterproof, and there's a very big difference in how it is. The one that is waterproof just holds your lashes so well and holds the curl so well. So if you're planning on getting this, get the waterproof one. So for highlighter, I'm using the Becca Champagne Pop. Again, I don't use a lot of highlighter. I used to drench myself in highlighter before, but now, and for this photo shoot or whatever, I don't think you need a lot of highlighter, so use very little. That's it. Now let's move on. Lips, my favorite part. I'm gonna use the Maybelline New York Color Sensational Shaping Lip Liner in the shade Magnetic Mauve. Now once I'm done with that, I'm gonna move on to my lipstick. The lipstick that I'm using is this Maybelline New York. It's super old. It's my mom's, and I took it from her because I loved this shade. I don't know if they still make this or not, but yeah, it's this brown mauve shade. I absolutely love this shade. This has to be one of the top 5 that I have. I don't know why, but on camera it looks kind of pink, and it's not pink. It's a very pretty light brown shade. Now I'm going to use my Huda Beauty Resting Boss Face Setting Spray. Again, I overdid this. You don't need so much. I always overdo it, but specifically for photo shoots, you don't need a lot of setting spray as well. And yeah, this is it for the look. I felt like my lips were a little too dark than I would want, but I love the shade, so I just added a little bit of this lipstick on top of it in the center. It's the Sephora lipstick. It's the shade 6. So a little bit of that in the middle.
You tell me you love me, I go start the coffee. Sunday morning, easy love with you. Okay, okay, okay. I'm your sunshine mixed with a little hurricane. White hot angel with a daredevil's brain. This feeling, I just can't fight it.
So that's it for today's look. I really hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Let me know if you want me to make such videos again. This is like the first video that I've made where I've walked through each and every step and why I do it that way. Love how the makeup look turned out. It's so natural, yet it's glam and it looks super flawless. I love the base, I love the eyes, my contour, nothing is in your face. Everything is just blended seamlessly and it looks so good. So if you like this video, please subscribe. It would help me a lot. I see the analytics and I know that a lot of people who watch my videos don't subscribe, so please subscribe. Just subscribe. You literally have nothing to lose. Just click the subscribe button, click the bell button beside it, share this video with your friends, your sisters, your girlfriends, your wives, your mother. Thank you for watching. I'm so happy. You have no idea. I'm so happy how this look turned out. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Let me know what you want me to do next and I will do it.